as investigators assembling a set of facts, but you do see this very serious person who very much wanted to stay on the inside, but refused to allow her "I don't recall, I don't remember, I don't know" stand from her first interviews. What can you tell? I mean, she described that in this first interview, which is why I raised that with you. What can you tell us, and what do you think happens to her that doesn't happen to Mark Meadows? It doesn't happen to Steve Bannon. It doesn't happen to so many other Trump insiders.
Well, this young woman showed more courage than any of these old guys that she worked with. She came forward and, first she was counseled by a Trump world lawyer to not tell the truth. And she was troubled by that. And, her testimony after she got a new lawyer, fired the Trump lawyer, was that she talked to somebody, a Republican on Capitol Hill who she respected, and was advised to do the look in the mirror test, which is, can you look in the mirror for the rest of your life and respect yourself? And she decided she couldn't do that unless she came forward and told the truth. She knew what she was getting into. It's outrageous that a young woman like this is being attacked, had to fear for her life. I admire her courage and her willingness to stand up. I wish more people in Trump world had done the same.
She talks about, and I haven't read the book yet, but I presume she writes about being inspired by a Watergate witness, and she has his book, Mr. Butterfield, and she has it dog-eared, and it's, she's a student of history, and she's a student of the history of corrupt presidents, and she's a student of the history of corrupt White Houses and the people who try to walk a line. And what's important, I think, for people, we were just talking for 30 minutes about political violence. She's talking about being in hiding because she had threats. She was an insider's insider. She was the closest person to Mark Meadows, the closest person to Donald Trump. I mean, these are people deep on the inside. And as you said, precious few of them have this moment of truth that she did.
Well, it wasn't just the threats. I mean, if you read, obviously she testified before us, but the full transcripts of her testimony are available. And she really described not just, the pressure, but really threats that she wouldn't get employment, dangling jobs if she'd stay on the team, really her Trump-paid lawyer telling her, not to tell the truth. I mean, this whole scheme of not being forthright. And she's a young person. I mean, she had tremendous responsibility, but she was in her early 20s. But she saw that she had, you could either choose to tell the truth or live with a lie for the rest of your life. And she chose, I think, quite bravely to tell the truth. And I respect that. And I'm looking forward to reading her book, too. I haven't received it yet, but I've got it in advance order. So
Me too.
Tomorrow.
Congresswoman, I am so frustrated every day by the men and some women, but primarily men, who you work around every day that are the antithesis of what Cassidy Hutchinson is. They're 180 from her. And I'm wondering if you have any insight as to how they can keep putting one foot in front of the other while doing and saying the things they're doing. And I think I was shocked today when I saw Mike Rogers' ad for the Senate. Have you seen this yet?
No, I haven't seen it yet.
Mike Rogers goes to camera and says, "I used to work at the FBI. The FBI is corrupt." And,
that's outrageous.
And you think about
outrageous.
You think
and
about
he knows
what
that's a lot.
Yeah, I mean, he was deeply steeped in the intelligence community in Congress and widely respected. I'm not afraid to say that there are Republicans that were widely respected. How in the world do you square the circle between the Mike Rogers that understands the intelligence community and law enforcement and DOJ and the Mike Rogers who's campaigning for office saying that the entire FBI is corrupt?
Well, I work with Republican members of Congress, and some who have tremendous integrity and intelligence, and I enjoy working with them. But there is a MAGA set of extremists that will do anything for power. They'll lie, they'll make things up, and they don't care how they can live with themselves. I don't fully understand. And, I was interested in Senator Romney's comment that, when all is said and done, at best case, you'll be a footnote in history, but your family will know what you did. How can you live with yourself knowing that you're telling a lie to get power? I don't understand it.